Hello everybody and welcome to another brand new mod showcase. This time it is a McHale Bale wrapper by CDModelz, and as we know by now, CDModelz produces some incredibly high quality content for Farming Simulator 17. So no doubt many people have got some fairly high expectations here. Now I can say I've already used them a few minutes ago and I was very impressed. Having said that, this is still work in progress, so if you do see any glitches or anything which could be added, then it may well be, well, the glitches will be fixed and other features may be added in the future. I will come on to that in a second, but first of all let's just take a very quick look at both of them individually. So first of all we've got a used one just here, and although they may look exactly the same on the surface, they're actually not. This one is from the 1990s, that one over there is brand new. So this is the Silo Mac, the McHale Silo Mac 991B, and the one over here is the McHale 991 High Speed. So although they look identical, there is a slight difference in the decals. I don't know if they are actually the same model, which McHale have obviously stuck with over the years, but it does look incredibly similar. So yeah, if something works well, don't change it. It does seem to be very true in a number of cases. So yeah, we'll have a very close look at the used one first of all. You can see the level of detail on here, and talking about detail, the features which have been added in include the hoses are animated which run to the tractor, the stand is animated just here, and there are other features which are animated on the real model which are also animated on this particular mod. So we'll see all these when it's in use. We're going to use it today, and yeah, we should be able to really show it off at its best. Now of course, yeah, as I say, work in progress, so something is going to be added. I'll explain them when we go in the store. And this is the McHale High Speed, again 991, but brand new, straight out of the factory. So before I continue, I want to give an early apology in case I pronounce something wrong here. I've never been the best at pronouncing Irish places, so yeah, bear with me with this. But Brian, who is from CDModelz, actually has sent me such a comprehensive email. I think it would be a shame not to just read it as it is, because it is so well written and it explains everything perfectly. And there is no better description of something than from the person who created the mod in the first place. So the real machine is manufactured in Bale, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, County Mayo, Ireland, the west of Ireland, and is one of the most popular brands of wrapping and silage baling machinery on the market. So this particular mod, both of these in fact, do have two features which are basically the tyres. So you can choose between wide tyres or standard tyres. The new one has got a feature which allows you to choose the rim colour. You can choose between this very bright grey, or you can actually have this yellow. In fact, I don't believe the used one actually has a feature, an option I should say, for changing the tyre rim, well, the wheel rim, which makes perfect sense because obviously it's already out of the factory, you can't really specify options. So that is good. Having said that, you can still choose if you want to have some wide tyres instead of the standard tyres, both of these being standard. So yes, moving on, we must explain a control which you can actually use the mouse for. So let's jump into one of these tractors, start the engine. You can actually unfold it just by pressing X. It's very simple. You can see it's animated down there, moves out of the way, and then it unfolds. But also, if you left click on your mouse, you can then lift it like this and also lower it like that. So it's just a little feature which it's got. Now, regarding that feature, when you have got a bale being wrapped on the table up here, so when one's actually on there wrapping, you can actually pick up another bale, which you can't always do, and you can lift it off the ground just slightly, about 5 degrees or so, and you can then have it prepared, ready to go onto the wrapping table while the other one is being dropped off the back. So this is going to save you a lot of time, because you don't have to wait until it's fully off before you can pick up the next one. We should see this very soon. Like I say, we're going to go over to a grass field, we're going to cut it, row it up, and then bale it. We're going to have to use a round baler, which I currently don't have, so I'm going to have to buy that in a second. So, yes, These mods are going to be available at some point, most likely at the end of September, and it's going to be on PC and console. So console users are going to be very happy about that, and obviously it is so clear to see that many hours have been spent on these. So if you really do want to support Brian, then I'm sure he'll be very grateful for a donation or even just a thank you. So I'll put the link down below where you can do that. So moving on, we then have a feature which may be added in the future, but is currently unclear. So if it's not added at release, there is also a possibility it could be added later on. So we actually don't know at all if it's going to be added, but it is the Bale wrap colour. The reason why it's a bit confusing is because the Bale wrap colour has been integrated from the Coon DLC. And Giants have to be in agreement with all this and have to make sure it's all okay before it can actually be published to the world for use. So yeah, I mean, it's unclear, but it might have that feature in the future. We're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, I think without any further ado, what we need to do, a lot of do's, is take it over to the field, get some mowing done, get some rowing done, some baling, and then we can really see it in its true light. That's going to be the best way of doing it. But like I say, if there are any glitches or anything like that, then it will likely be fixed. We're heading over to field number 22, which is actually a grass field, and we should be able to get this done fairly quickly. Every machine will be operating with the exception of the wrappers because they need to be done later. But yeah, it's just going to be a very fast process of mowing, rowing and baling all in one part of the field. It should be impressive. We're not going to cut the whole field, just enough to be able to create maybe about 5 bales, which really shouldn't take too long at all. Having said that, I don't know how productive this grass is going to be, but it shouldn't be too hard at all. You can see the field just over there, so let me just turn the left. Hopefully everybody follows us okay. Yep, looking good. And yeah, we'll pull into the field. In fact, it might be easier to go all the way around. We could have gone through field 20 just there, but yeah, I mean, it's easier just to access it through the proper gate, which is through the yard anyway. So it might have been a longer way around had the gates been shut, which they likely would have been. Well, we'll pull into the field and we will begin. It's going to be a little bit tight for this machine, with it being so big. Hopefully there's not too many accidents in there. So far so good. Let us begin. Everybody made it to the field in one piece. Good to see. We're mowing, we're rowing, and we're baling. Super fast work. We've got 3 or 4 so far. The 4th just coming out now. So we'll head down to the bottom and up again, and then it will be time to properly demonstrate these incredibly good looking McHale 991 bale wrappers. So also, if you are wondering, these are for silage or hay. If you try and wrap straw, it won't work. Not sure why you would want to wrap straw, but yeah, just a word of warning. And if the release date does change for whatever reason, not that there is a set date, then I'll let you know. But it's currently down for some time around the end of September. Okay, and here we are back at the starting point. So we can now use them both. There's enough bales for both of them. So let me just turn this off and we'll fold it up. Put it over here out of the way. Same with this one. Get it all out of the way. So I think we're going to start with the older one. It'd be nice to see how they've advanced over the years, with this being a 1990s model and the other one being new. That is likely going to be in the way. Okay, let's continue. The ramming has been done. So we'll try and load it up. There we go. You can see it's lifting it up, going onto the wrapping table, and it begins. The arm is now coming down again. The wrapping process starts. You have to be very good at lining this up. Once you've got it onto there, we can lift it up slightly. You can't go too close, otherwise you're going to hit the rotating table. But it's on, ready to go. And it does it at some speed. Right, I'm guessing we have to cut that. There we go. Tilt it off the back. And the next bale can be loaded. Straight away. Right, I'm impressed. This has to be used in one of my Let's Plays. Next we're going to be using the new one. Look at that, it really picks up speed so fast. That is some extreme wrapping. You can see why the other one is called high speed. I should think it's pretty similar. They're super fast things. Unlike my internet. And there we go. Right, well, that's that one. Next we have the brand new one. Nothing like a brand new piece of equipment. And also I've just noticed that I was actually picking them up the wrong way round, so this will make it much easier. Much simpler to go at them that way. So yeah, you can learn from my mistake. But we can get this one wrapped. I actually do continue a bit off screen with the others. The disadvantage with this field is obviously the bales do roll away. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I want to see how high speed it really is. I think the other one is just an older version of the same model, but wow, that is extreme. If it went any faster, wouldn't the bale fly off? It would be funny but impractical to see. Anyway, there is the brand new one for you. Just an updated model. So we'll get that dropped off the back. And yep, there we go. The McHale 991 Silage and Hay Bale Wrapper by Brian from CDModelz. A big thank you to him, and hopefully it's going to be released on time at some point at the end of September. Until the next video, thank you so much for watching, and until then, I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.